Welcome everyone to part 1 of the Exotek Racing F1 Ultra Formula 1 car build. I've got a quick tip before we get to the actual build, and that is to transfer the notes from the update sheet to the F1 Ultra manual. Don't be like me and forget about the update sheet and have to go back and redo some of the steps. Alrighty, bag number 1. I like to separate all the parts so they're easier to find when I need them for a certain assembly step. It's a good idea to use blue thread locker for all the screws that tighten into aluminum parts. Using one of your assembly tools, slide it through the aluminum ball and rotate it around. This will help seat the ball in the plastic holder. Apply a small dab of shoe goo or similar product to keep the plastic C-clip in place. I highly suggest pre-threading the steering stops before installing them. Because the set screws do not have a stop in the aluminum bulkhead, installing the 5mm ball stud can be difficult unless you wait for the blue thread locker to completely dry. My workaround was to slip the 5mm ball stud onto my 1.5mm MIP wrench. Key the wrench to the set screw and thread on the ball stud. This keeps the set screw from rotating with the ball stud. The F1 Ultra can be built in long wheelbase or short wheelbase configuration. If you're going to use the long wheelbase, use these holes in the following steps. If you're going to build it with the optional shorter wheelbase, use these holes instead. We will be building ours in the long wheelbase configuration. Don't forget the 3mm black spacers that come on the update sheet. Do not tighten these down until you have both screws installed. Don't tighten any of these down either until you have all 4 of them installed. Alright, the main chassis is done. And no, you didn't miss anything. Exotek Racing actually gives you a few extra parts. Build 2 caster links. While the instructions show the turnbuckle notch pointing different directions, I built mine with them in the same direction for ease in tuning. Build 2 camber links. Pay close attention to the notches and build per the manual. Also make sure you build them to 67mm per the update sheet. Build 2 steering links. I built mine per the manual in regards to the notches, but after final assembly found the links needed to be 60mm instead of 58. Build a steering link. Note that according to the update sheet, the overall length should be 62mm. finally, the side links. Build those per the manual. The manual wants us to press a pair of bearings into the steering post, but mine came pre-installed. Do not over-tighten these screws. You want them as tight as possible without hindering the movement of the links. When installing the link package, make sure the notches on the camber links are toward the left side of the car. When installing the set screw, make sure the kingpin is pressed down toward the lower spring to avoid any gaps. Install the steering links the same way you did the camber links, with the notch to the left side of the car. And there you have it, the front suspension and steering system done on our F1 Ultra. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos in this build series. And please feel free to leave any questions or comments about this awesome F1 car. Thanks for watching.